you see Ricky Waters nodding his head again. He will get better and better if you let him make those big plays. Part of the reason Guy McIntyre out there forcing Wayne Martin upfield and then not being satisfied with that, going out and then hitting a linebacker. So he forces Wayne Martin around upfield, gives Waters the initial hole, and then he helps out on the linebacker.
Carter, great work to keep his feet, picks up a couple, and Vince Buck throws him down. Well, you talk about that offensive line, Tim, and you talk about a guy like Guy McIntyre. He has really taken the rookie tackle Barrett Brooks under his wing. So well,
you need an older guy who's playing next to you to give you that feeling. And Barrett Brooks told me yesterday that McIntyre is kind of like my uncle. Sometimes he's hard on me, but I know he cares about me. I know he's there for me.
I didn't even know Barrett Brooks knew your uncle. Second down. To the sideline, Calvin Williams. And brought down near the 16-yard line. Ernie Dixon there for New Orleans, and what an impressive opening drive of the second half for Philadelphia.
And with the efficiency that Rodney Peete has shown, he's not only making his players believe in him, he's making Calvin Williams and Fred Barnett start to believe in this West Coast offense, because if they keep making catches and working the ball down the field, they'll start to believe, they'll buy into it, and it can really get this Eagles offense rolling.
Pick up of 15 on that last completion. Waters down to the 11. And so far the Saints defensively have not stopped anything the Eagles have thrown at them here in the second half.
Talk about needing a spark, and Ray Rhodes wanted to spark his offense, so he changed quarterbacks. The Saints defense now, more than anything, needs a spark. They need someone to step up and make a big play, as Wayne Martin did with the interception in the first half.
Second down and 6 for the Eagles. Ball at the New Orleans 11. Again, it's Waters. Not much this time. And a third down coming up for Philadelphia. Winfred Tubbs again right in the middle of it for the Saints.
Tubbs really is everywhere he's had to be. He's been everywhere he's had to be today. Again, you have to remember that when you play this jet defense, when you play this 8-man front where everybody's going upfield, everybody has a gap that they have to fill. And the linebackers not only have to be in their gap, they have to direct the defensive line and get those guys at the right place before the snap. Third and 4.
Peete, quarterback draw, penalty flag, Pete's into the end zone. But a penalty flag on the play. And this one is coming back.
Well, even though it comes back, you mentioned Pete's ability to make something exciting happen and to run the ball as Randall Cunningham ran. And I can remember time and time again playing the Eagles, having Randall Cunningham just destroy our defense with that play.
Offense number 62, 10-yard penalty. Repeat, third down.
Guy McIntyre, old uncle, guilty.
Here he is, right here. He's going to be working, and he gets Guy McIntyre blocks like that all the time. He's a guy who uses his hands well, and I think that you could make that call on any play. Any play, if you watch the line carefully and closely, you're going to see some kind of holding. It's part of football in the NFL.
Third and 14 now. End zone, Barnett incomplete. Buck from the safety spot up to help out. And again, the Saints defense holds a big penalty a part of it.
Well, we've lauded Pete's accuracy to this point in the game, but this pass here is not where it needs to be. It needs to be out in front of Barnett more and not allow Buck to step up and interfere with Barnett's line of vision.
So time for the Eagles to kick. Again, it's Gary Anderson. He's 2 for 2. And he will try a 37-yarder. 3 for 3. 7 out of 10 for the season. And for the Eagles, a 9-3 second half lead. The Eagles cannot find the end zone. Fortunate for Philadelphia, they've got a good kicker. Well, Tyrone Hughes, all 3 of his returns today have been kick returns. He has been terrific, and this latest return gives New Orleans their best field position since the opening drive of the game.
He took this one 49 yards. In the opening drive, he took it 39 yards, and that was also the only time the Saints have hit the scoreboard after a big return by Tyrone Hughes.
2 tight ends into the game for the Saints. They're both set up on the left side, and Everett throws. Quinn Early out of bounds at the 40. Martin McMillan there defending for the Eagles.
And now Jim Everett needs to come out in this second half and look at this second half like it's a new game. You see those numbers, 5 for 14 and 54. He's got to do much better than that, and he knows it. It's nice to come out and throw the first play, a nice short intermediate pass, and complete it.
That was the first catch of the day for Quinn Early. 2nd down and 3. Brown, first down, New Orleans. Derek Brown, his first carry of the day, and Chalensky there to stop for Philadelphia. He got 4.
Remember, the Saints' plan on running the ball today was to run to the left behind Rope and Dombrowski. But I think the job that Mamula has done on Willie Rope has made them think again.
First down for New Orleans. Ball at the Philadelphia 36. Everett turns around and he is sacked. And there's Mamula again. He is working on a Pro Bowler, and so far he has handled Willie Rope.
When you're a rookie defensive lineman, sometimes all you need is that breakthrough, and 2 sacks can certainly do it, especially against a guy like Rope. Second from the left, there's Rope. Mamula races right around him, does the arm over, puts the hit on Everett, and people talk about hitting the quarterback up high. The quarterback, the last place he wants to get hit is down low in his knees. There you see why.
Everett is down. Everett is hurt. Everett is in great physical shape. He weighs a pound less than he did last year. But when you look at him out of a football uniform, he's a little slender down below. He's got thin, strong legs. But there's not a lot of meat down there. And Everett, they're working on the, looks like the ankle or the shin area of Jim Everett. And this Saints offense, which relies so heavily on the pass, this is the last guy they can lose. Mamula, at least for the moment, knocks out Jim Everett early in the second half. Philadelphia leading 9-3 early in the second half, and Jim Everett over getting looked at.
Everybody worries about the quarterback taking the shot up high to the head. As I said before, the last place they want it is down low. You see Mamula down on his legs, and then he gets bent back over Mamula. And that's the worst thing that can happen to a quarterback. That injury keeps you off the field. Getting hit in the head or the ribs hurts, but usually you can come back and play.
First official sack in the NFL for the first-round pick, Mamula. End around to Small. There is no one over there but Bobby Taylor. Small. Touchdown, New Orleans. A scary sight for Eagle fans, at least today. Bobby Taylor in wide open space, the only hope to bring down the ball carrier.
Well, the Saints have found the weakness in the Eagles' defense. It's not throwing at Bobby Taylor, it's running at Bobby Taylor. They do it this play by the reverse. Daniel Stubbs almost interferes the whole thing and knocks it down in the backfield. But Small comes away with the handoff, takes it the distance.
Unofficially 44 yards, and Lohmiller tacks on the extra point. They check in Tommy Hodson. He hands on the end around to Torrance Small, and the longest run from scrimmage for the Saints this year puts them up by 1. Well, New Orleans on the end around or a reverse, leading by 1, 10-9. And this crowd at the Superdome, not as loud as in years past, but they're back into the game. Meanwhile, Jim Everett, he's out of the game. Squib kick by Lohmiller. Kelvin Martin. Great return across the 35. Lohmiller there to help out on the tackle. What a call off that injury to Everett as they check in Tommy Hodson.
It's great because no one would expect it. This misdirection play. Torrance Small in the slot. He runs the end around, but we have to give credit where credit's due. The center slides. He's the one who makes the block on Bobby Taylor, springing this all the way for the touchdown. Watch the block. That's Ulenik out in front, and he just engulfs Taylor, and that's what enables Small to score 6.
Now the defense charged up, and Wayne Martin brings down Ricky Waters behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2. Jim Everett has gone into the dressing room for ankle x-rays, and we are not sure of his potential return.
Well, Everett's a leader, and then on defense, Wayne Martin is the leader, and that's how Martin leads. He's not a vocal guy, but he leads by making big plays. We just saw a big play on that last one.
2nd down and 12. Pete sacked. There he is again. That's his 5th of the year.
This is why Wayne Martin is the heart and the soul of this defense. In the middle of the screen, 93. He's working on McIntyre. He uses one of his own players to knock him off. He uses Broughton to knock him off. Runs all the way around and gets to Pete again. You see the persistence of Wayne Martin. He's a guy who will not stop.
His 5th of the year, the 2nd of the day for the Saints. 3rd and 15, and now this crowd's into it. Dump off the screen to Waters. Ricky Waters. 1st down, Philadelphia, and into New Orleans territory.
Tackling is what killed the Saints defense last week against the Giants, and tackling, or the lack thereof, is what enables Ricky Waters to make this play. A nice call, let that rush come. A nice block by McIntyre on Leggett, and then you missed tackle by Richard Harvey, a big missed tackle by 26 Vince Buck, and nice running by Ricky Waters.
So on 3rd and 15, the screen pass for the 1st down. And the Eagles have it inside New Orleans territory at their 45. Garner. Nice pickup on 1st down. Here's a Washington-Dallas update on a McDonald's game break. Here's James Brown.
Big goings on, Joe. Emmitt Smith fumbled for Dallas. Washington capitalizes. Terry Allen hits pay dirt. Washington leading by 17 in the 3rd. Back to Joe Buck and Tim Green.
And again, Troy Aikman left that game with a calf muscle pull, and he will not return.
And what is parity in the NFL? It's the 49ers losing Monday night to the Lions. It's Dallas looking like they're going to lose today to the Redskins.
Garner. He's across the 35 and has another Philadelphia 1st down. And Lumpkin, who is the #1 tackler on this Saints team, is there to make the stop.
And you have to like Garner for his elusiveness. He makes people miss. He's like a ghost in that backfield. The Saints doing a nice job of penetrating, but Garner's there, and then he's not there.
1st down for Philadelphia. The ball just inside the Saints 35. Waters caught down. Lumpkin. That's his 9th tackle of the day.
And it's tackling. It's tackling for this Saints defense. If you're going to put 8 up in the box, Lumpkin is the 8th guy. This is the guy, the strong safety. It's Sean Lumpkin. You put him up, you play the run, everybody fills a gap, And if that guy can make the tackle, as Lumpkin did on that last play, the defense works.
Loss of 2 and a 2nd and 12.